When we see a question with distance, speed, and time, we should immediately think of our equation d equals rt, distance equals speed times time. Probably will come in handy. And let's see what we have here. John jogs at 6 miles per hour and rides a bike at 12. The goal is to jog and ride at least a total of 9 miles and in no more than an hour. And we are given J and B. And so J, kind of just write this down here, J is the number of miles jogged. And B is the number of miles biked. And we want to create up a system of inequalities that will represent this situation. So first, we can see all of the choices have some sort of J plus B involved. So we probably want to sort out what that means. So if J is the number of miles biked, then J is the number of miles jogged, and B is the number of miles biked. When we add those up, those should add up to the total miles traveled. And we want to travel at least 9 miles, which means this sum has got to be greater than or equal to 9, right? It's got to be either equal to 9 or bigger than 9 if it's going to be at least 9. So I can go to my choices. I can wipe out B, and I can wipe out C at this point. Only A and D have J plus B is greater than or equal to 9. But now I need to sort out the other inequality. Is it J divided by 6 plus B divided by 12, or is it 6J plus 12B? And here's where D equals RT comes into play. Notice the constraint. We want to do this trip in less than an hour. And so that makes sense when I look at my choices why both of these have a less than or equal to 1. So let's set that up over here. So whatever is adding up over here must add up to time because this is hours, right? This should be less than or equal to 1 hour. So I should have time plus time plus time equaling 1 hour or less. So how can I represent time given all these values that we have here? So let's look at our equation, D equals RT. Let's do a quick rearrangement, divide both sides by R, and we find that the time of a trip can be represented as the distance traveled divided by the speed. So wait a minute, what would be the amount of time jogged? Let's erase this. The amount of time jogged would be the distance jogged, which we've defined as J, divided by the speed of jogging, which is 6. And just to double check, our units are all okay, right? It's miles per hour, it's miles for the distance, and it's hours for the time. So everything is consistent with our units. We can just use these numbers. So this is going to have to be J over 6. And then same deal, we want to determine the amount of time it takes to bike. And so we're going to determine the distance biked, which is B, divided by 12, which is the speed biking. And that should give us the time it takes to bike those B miles. And so here we have a quantity of time plus a quantity of time adding up to 1 or less quantity of time. So when we look at our choices, that fits choice A.